One should never give up on a dream. Dreams nourish our soul, just as food nourishes the body. No matter how many times in our lives we have to go through a crash and see our hopes dashed, we must still keep dreaming. The ability to dream is what perhaps distinguishes humans from all other living things on Earth. Only humans are characterized by imagining something that does not exist in the zone of their access and strive to develop, to take steps to meet a cherished goal. To the question of why a person needs a dream, there is a fairly simple answer. Our innermost desires help us to live and fight with difficulties. They make us improve ourselves and help us to survive failures. Many problems could be avoided if we learn to believe. There is a certain magical force in life which comes to our aid where we did not expect. And it shows its effect more often and more strongly on those who have learned to trust in the unknown. We must leave room in our lives for everything mysterious and inexplicable. We must believe that life plays on our side and everything will be fine. Even if not always, but in most cases it is enough for success. If suddenly there is a desire to give up everything and go anywhere, then stop and ask yourself the question, what is the main thing in this situation? To give up your dream, to choose something easier, or to stay true to yourself and your principles? Do not give up and steadfastly move forward. We always have the right to choose to go all the way or to give up. In order to pass through all levels of our life as easily as possible, no matter what the level of difficulty, it is important to listen to our heart, because it is in our interest to follow our heart and choose ourselves, as this is the meaning of life's journey. The bottom line is that there is never a mistake or failure in life. Everything always happens for something. All consequences we live through in order to learn the appropriate lessons of our chosen decisions and actions. If there is a denial of any experience, in this way we, first of all, deny ourselves, devalue our dreams, deprive ourselves of strength and opportunities to achieve them. Therefore, to begin with, it is important to take everything as a given, as your own point of growth or a beautiful story of love for yourself and the world, which is sure to be recognized and rewarded with appropriate gifts when you reach your destination. The universe is always helping us realize our dreams, no matter how foolish they may be. For they are our dreams, and only we know what it took to dream them. Smile at adversity, it will dissipate anyway. It is not adversity that creates a heavy burden on the heart, but the way we perceive it. The imprint of emotions is our memories. If we accept every problem with frustration, we carve marks on our heart that will torment us for the rest of our lives. We are not allowing the wounds to heal. The world is so great and multifaceted that anyone who has recognized at least part of its wonders will inevitably be disappointed by the transience of life, not allowing to see all its greatness. How can we live a happy life with the thought that our vision and creation has only a minuscule part of what could have been? How can a parent be happy who has not raised the perfect child? How can one be happy without preserving one's health? How can one be happy without learning all the earthly arts? Such thoughts make life feel like a total waste. But the meaning of life is not in knowing the whole world and having time to do everything perfectly, but in knowing yourself in this vast world. Change begins with putting the outside in order, such as cleaning up your house, your car, your dream job, and so on, the places where we spend the most time. Putting order in the outside magically influences putting order in the inside, in your head, soul, and heart, as everything at once miraculously falls into place and finds its place. Dirt on the outside reflects the same mess on the inside, which blocks opportunities and clouds the mind. Cleanliness is not only the key to health, but also to a successful life, relationships, and well-being. Clarity of mind and purity of thoughts open doors to change, allow us to touch our dreams. And most importantly, each of us is a favorite child of the universe, and it gladly helps us when it sees that our thoughts are pure and bright, and our heart is filled with gratitude for what we already have. The universe is constantly urging us to move forward. She is as much a source of knowledge and experience for us as teachers and parents. If we trust it, it always supports us. The universe reaches out to us in many different ways, we just don't notice it. Often we approach a problem with a sense of anxiety and try to make as much effort as possible. But in doing so, we are swimming against the tide. No wonder life then seems difficult and cruel. It is time to trust the universe and not to resist its power. Whatever crisis times may come, the universe will always support you if you believe in its miracles. And then all the roads that lead to a happy life will open, and dreams will come true. Happiness is like a finish line on the path of competition with difficulties. Sometimes it is difficult for us to properly assess events as they happen. In such cases, we should just let them naturally unfold for a while and not try to immediately divide them into good and bad depending on how they appear at the moment. Life is very complex and multifaceted. It is only late in life that we have the opportunity to look back and realize that all the events in it had meaning and significance. All events in our lives have a purpose. Both successes and failures are for our benefit. Often we don't understand why things happen to us, but every event plays a role in shaping our character and determines our destiny. There is wisdom to be gained and lessons to be learned from both the most unusual and the most ordinary changes. All events in our lives have a purpose. Both successes and failures benefit us. Often we don't understand why things happen to us, but every event plays a role in shaping our character and determines our destiny. There is wisdom to be gained and lessons to be learned from both the most unusual and the most ordinary changes. Life itself somehow arranges everything. Even the most unpleasant situations have a resolution and turn into something completely different. Walking through life's most difficult situations,